And then that's happening while there's all these massive chariot sightings, all these, uproars of the people, all these strange occurrences and phenomenons appearing all across the world.
All these, what is it called? Blood moons and
all these signs and
eclipses and stuff. Like they say, like we talk about eclipses that haven't happened for, what they say, centuries, or even longer than that. So it's not like, oh, it's something that happens every other year. You know, these occurrences are happening at rapidly. You know, more
frequently than happened in history.
Yeah.
You know? And those are all signs of the Lord's coming. You know?
As well as the prophets. Us being out here, all the brothers, all the Akim throughout the four winds, being out here doing this, that's also part of the sign. All right? Go finish.
Back in Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. And great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
It said, wait, hold on. It said they what? It said,
and they stood upon their feet.
A great fear fell upon them which saw them. And the waters, they're gonna see, and they're gonna be afraid. Right? Go ahead.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
Come up hither. And that's the chariots of Israel, the chariots of salvation, coming to save his people. All right? That's when the remnant's going to be getting picked up, go the four corners, man. And that's going to be something to see. These other nations, they're going to be like, what? They're going to be dumbfounded.
They're going to be wisdom inside of them fire.
Yeah. They're going to be sore confounded, like, oh, shit. Yeah. Go ahead.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yep, they all saw. They all got to see it, man. You know? And in that moment, if Lord willing, we of the elect, each brother, if you have like enemies in the world, whether it be your family or 2/3 niggas that you had problems with, or a nigga woman that did you wrong, adulterous wife or whatever, I pray and hope that they get to see that too. That they see you going up while they staying.
Waiting on the mission.
Waiting to get zapped. All right? That's when they're really going to be guilty. All right? They're going to be totally ashamed and confounded in that moment.
Yep.
It's going to be gnashing, weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. Go ahead.
In the same hour, there was there a great earthquake.
In that same hour was a big ass devastating earthquake. It's gonna be off the Richter. It ain't gonna be within the scale that we have now. That goes up to just 10. It's gonna be off the charts, man.
You know? Big ass cracks open up in the ground, swallow people.
Well,
It's gonna be something to see.
it's gonna be sinkholes at an enormous rate. You know.
Volcanoes going off.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Whole states just going into the ocean, disappearing. Land masses just disappearing.
Yeah. Now Babylon, even though when it happens, Babylon is still going to be here because the smoke is going to go up.
Yeah.
So it might be some of the land that might go down into the water, but the land is going to be here. It's going to be, the smoke is going to be going up. It's going to be having
a memorial.
Deserted creatures and stuff, like Sodom and Gomorrah. You know? But I think the islands, some of the nearby islands going to get swallowed. That shit going to get swallowed, man. You know?
Ephraim, Manasseh, them islands.
Yeah, Levi, all the islands over there.
Go
The Lord gonna make sure those that are elect, that's over there, they're gonna get beamed up, so that they don't, drown in that devastating, water.
See, if they don't, they gonna damn sure get some blowback from America.
Hell yeah.
A nuke hits anywhere in Florida. Don't think that Puerto Rico and all them Caribbean islands ain't gonna feel it. They gonna get the destruction too.
Yeah. Yep. Gonna be a big tsunami. They're gonna be getting hella tsunami warnings. That's why you would be blessed to have been on that chariot.
Yeah.
Basically being off the earth in that time. Going back to what Habakkuk said, he said, man, he'd rather be at rest when that time comes, man. Either being in a chariot or being in the spiritual realm would be the only safe place for you. Go ahead, Al.
In the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
That's all of Babylon. All of America is going to get wasted. All right, the 10th part of the city fell. And we know that this country, when you go according to the zip codes, there's 10 regional zips where it goes from 0 to 9, which it starts from the east and all the way to California. Is the 9. That's why all the area codes it starts with a. It's like the zip code starts with a 9. All right. So basically, from California across Babylon all the way to Maine, this place is gonna get.
In the inch,
it's gonna get swept.
In an inch of Babylon, it ain't gonna be touched.
Go ahead.
In the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Yeah, which is a complete number. We don't know how many. It's not literally 7,000.
Right.
All right, because we know that there's over 300 million people here. Well, we don't know what the number is going to look like after the elect is beamed up out of here. But whatever numbers is left after that, that's the amount of people that's getting slaughtered. That's gonna get milked. All right, automatically cremated. Go ahead.
And the remnant were affrighted.
And the remnant were frightened, meaning the elect that did get rescued, because it tells you in Peter that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So you already know we're gonna make it by the skin of our teeth. Because right when there's destruction happening, you got the chariots over us, and you might have that moment, that 1 second of uncertainty, like, oh shit, am I gonna be? And then before you know it, you just got changed in the twinkling of an eye, and the Lord just picked you up, snatched you up. So you're gonna be affrighted in that moment, but then when you finally realize that you just made it, and now you're in the presence of the Lamb, man. You're going to immediately start giving it up, man.
Time.
It says the remnant were affrighted and they did what?
They give glory to the power of heaven.
Go give glory, man. Give the glory where the glory is due. All right? You just got delivered, man, from the second death. Go ahead.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly.
And it really is going to be, when the Lord comes back, it's going to be in the midst of the third woe. All right? Because it's coming quickly now. All right? So, read down, read 15:2.
And the seventh angel sounded.
Actually, hold that. Get that in Isaiah 26 again.
Isaiah 26 in verse 19. My dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead.
That's talking about the resurrection. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall be raised first. So we can't forget about that too. You're gonna have those of us that are alive and remaining, and then you're gonna have those who died in the Lord, who are, you know, whether they were martyred, they got beheaded for the witness, or whether they died, you know, in the ministry. They're gonna be raised back up out of the graves. That earthquake is gonna happen, just like when Yahweh Shai, when he died on that cross, it caused that great earthquake. Yeah.
And
people rose up out of their graves and walked back to Jerusalem.
And they say live regular lives.
Huh.
That's power, bro. Come on, bro.
He ain't worthy to be worshipped.
Bro.
That type of power. So come on, man.
Jake full of shit, bro.
I got a quick one, real quick. Daniel 12:2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
That's it, man.
Verse 20. Come, my people, enter into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself.
That's me what? Going into that ship.
Sorry.
There's going to be an opening where we're going to be going up through, and then once all the elect are pretty much there, it's going to shut. It's going to close up, man. Nobody else is getting in. Just like Noah's Ark.
Yeah, man. The Most High shut the ark.
Yeah.
You know? And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish.
And what is that indignation? That shall be overpassed.
Yeah, the fire.
The destruction.
Yep.
When the Lord's basically judging this world. All right? Because him and the angels going to be tearing shit up, man. Really, he going to have the angels. They gonna be getting it in, man. Michael, he gonna be commanding, under the order of Yahweh Shai to go and, zap them, go over there and zap them. You got the NATO troops over there, zap, take them out. Take them jets over there, take them out. Easy work.
Yeah.
They gonna be having fun with the shit, man. They gonna be trying to shoot back at the angels. The angels gonna be like, motherfuckers really think they can.
They're gonna be flying like butterflies and stinging like bees, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's that video? That video where the missiles hit the
Oh,
chariots?
kind.
They actually hit the chariots, and it didn't destroy the chariots or nothing.
Yeah.
It just
man.
splattered, looked like it splattered, and then chariots kept doing what they was doing.
Yeah, the chariots could easily dodge the missiles, but
Yeah.
You said what?
Damn, that's power, bro.
Kind.
It is.
It says, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
There you go. The earth's going to disclose her blood. Right? So go back to that in Revelation 11. Because the indignation is, the earthquake, the lasers from the chariots, the missiles coming down and hitting. We're going to be in a ship. So that indignation can be overpassed, so we don't be on the earth and be a partaker of those plagues. All right? That's why it says in Revelation 18, come up hither.
Yep.
Yeah, come out
Come
of
up out of her, my people, that thou be not a partaker of her plagues, man. This is all going to happen in 1 hour. So, get that?
Back to Revelation 11, verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
So when this whole thing goes down, and once we're in the ship, and all these nations get jacked up and subdued, then the whole world is going to become Yahweh Shai's world.
Yeah.
Jacob's world. Esau's world is now phased out. It's